What, motherfucker?
Check 1 2, check 1 2. This is your host with the most, live from the West Coast, Professor Trench, and this is, once again, Trench Talk Podcast. We back once again. It's been a long time, and I know I shouldn't have left, but guess what? I'm back with a new topic and a whole lot of fire to breathe up out of this breath. I was watching DJ Vlad's interview with Charleston White. Got me thinking, what the fuck is going on with these old heads who are grown up to be bitch niggas at the end of the day? So we're going to go in on that. Dave Chappelle want to give pretty much Oscar for that motherfucking performance that he gave. And pretty much every person who said that, oh, you shouldn't be saying this about, what's his name? The baby. Oh, you shouldn't bring up his past. And the motherfucker's already acquitted. So let's go ahead and talk. Charleston White. I was very, very, very offended by a person who is a person that, as a young age, I'm not going to say played the streets, but did his dirt. And when he had a change of heart, he took what he once was and tried to sneak it and put dirt behind it and bury it. And pretty much it keeps coming up like a horror hand and reaping up out of his mouth, saying some weirdo shit. He was on the Vlad interview and he was talking about his altercation with Mob James. And with his altercation with Mob James, you know, things escalated to a certain level, and hammers was pulled out like a toolbox. Now let's go ahead and go into why he went into some old weirdo suckified stuff. He 100% decided to go on there and admit that he was going to call the police on Mob James. So don't listen from me. Let's listen from him.
So when I hear him get on your platform and say he traveled through all them states as a convicted felon with a gun on him, say, man, hey man, can I get this nigga? He didn't brandish the gun, Charles, so we don't know if he had a gun or not. Man, I sure want to put his ass in jail, dumb motherfucker. You go get on Vlad TV and say you traveled through all them states with a gun on you as a convicted felon. Man, I made all kind of phone calls to try to get him.
But you made phone calls to try to get Mob James arrested.
Yeah. He confessed that he traveled as a convicted felon.
Now let's just go ahead and say what needs to be said. I'm not even gonna say it like that. I don't have no respect for him as a man, so I'm gonna go ahead and say it like Nino Brown said it.
Tesla bitch.
And get him the fuck out of here, because at this point,
he got a pocket full of money.
And you're ripping everybody off trying to act like you're doing something real by talking about you was finna call the police. Y'all both from the same era talking, and you talking all this bitch shit. What the fuck is going on with today's time? I don't even get how this guy has a platform. He based his platform on telling on people while he was in the midst of the same environment, talking the environment's red alarm words. And he 100%, when the backlash comes, he's calling the police. What the fuck is up with people that always call the police after they done talked themselves into some good shit? I already brought this up on the first episode of Trench Talk. Fight it out. Thug it out. Because you was running your motherfucking mouth. Now, Dave Chappelle, he always gives you what you want, from Killing Them Softly all the way up to this new one, The Closer. So he says something about the baby's past, about how a baby smoked somebody like a Newport at a black barbecue at a Walmart or in the Walmart parking lot or whatever. But now, I don't know why people want to say, specifically, I heard Michael Blackson say, oh, well, I guess, that's just admiration or, joking, but it was kind of a slick joke when Hannibal Buress said that joke about Bill Cosby, and we saw how that shit turned up. Y'all motherfuckers need to shut up. You don't have to put everything on blast. You don't have to worry about, you don't know what's going to come from what you're saying. So speak in a general term or speak about yourself. That's the only way you're going to really come up out of anything 100%. And then when you sit here and really analyze where everything is going in today's time, it really is painful to watch the people who stand for something, watch all of society kind of just come along, get along, come along, get along. Every time somebody's offended, there's somebody right there patting that offended person on the shoulder. Whereas before, you get your face pushed in the dirt and everybody would laugh at you. What the fuck is the world coming to? I mean, just seemed like the world got a little bit nicer the older I got, and I don't appreciate it. But at least I'm honest about it at the end of the day. Now, as we speak about people like Charleston White, we watch Charleston White just do all type of, pretty much in so many words, since I've been coming up and since my parents were coming up, all the disrespectful shit that happens in the black community, he's done. He's in the church cussing ladies out. He's out here talking about dropping the S word and the C word in the gang world, and then talking about, followed by that, saying, I'm gonna call the police on y'all, and then goes into another platform saying, well, since they talking like they bad on the internet, I'm gonna call it on the internet gangster. No, but you talking on the internet first. You drew them to you. Don't put motherfucking steak juice all over yourself and then get mad when the motherfucking pit bull takes a bite at your leg. That's what the fuck he's doing every single time, and it never changes whatsoever. Swear for God, I just... Podcast. I am your humble host with the most, live from the West Coast. I just came here to give you a quick rant because it's been a long time, but I shouldn't have left. But guess what? Still spitting fire without this breath. This is your Professor Trench. Guess what? You can catch us in the field, never on the bench. Trench talk out the trenches. Peace.
Yeah, 22 Glocks. A whole lot of this and a whole lot of that. 22 Glocks, 22 shots. Yeah, I already know them niggas gonna turn their head. They indicate on the whole time. Yeah. Here go nothing, nigga.
I don't want to trouble. Just go. Go home. Don't come back.
What you say about my mama? Break yourself!
Yeah, every day I count my blessings, few to the back and few to die. I'm the one they want to die. He had no choice to learn his lesson. You the one who let them niggas in. Yeah, I'm moving reckless. Get back on your shit, I'm in your hustle. Make them feel your presence. Speaking on another human, get you kicked up out my section. I don't want no dealings, let them stay together. I want to catch them. I just cut them niggas off, I pierced the wound and stopped infection. I just cut them niggas off, I